Excuse me, how much you bench?
About 250.
What's going on YouTube? This next 5 minutes or so is going to be their footage from our meet Judgment Day, which happened this last weekend, January the 28th. We've been prepping for this meet for the last 4 months or so, since about like November, I think, when we first decided upon this meet. As you can see, we're squatting out of a crazy contraption. This thing's called a monolith. You don't actually have to walk it out if you don't want to, but we decided to just because that's what we're used to doing. You just saw me squat into the chains. That wasn't actually my fault. The chains were just set too high. It's kind of like when you're squatting in a rack, the pins, they had just been set too high. Anyways, here's Benjamin squatting, I think 365 pounds or something, but I'll let you guys hear about his meet experience before I get back to mine.
My meet experience, I had to take a knee. About 2 weeks before when we had our last actual test day, I went to squat 420 and my back essentially seized and got incredibly knotted. And for the past 2 weeks I had not been able to unknot it. So I squatted less than I normally would have been able to, about 45 pounds less, which is about 10%. And then I got through bench, and as I was warming up for deadlifts, I had trouble pulling like 365. So I went to the meet directors over at the weight table and decided that I was going to call it. But it's an experience, and I decided that I can deal with back tightness more so than I can deal with an attached tendon or a herniated disc, because that definitely requires surgery, and that's definitely something that's going to take a year to fix. So let's avoid that kind of problems.
Yeah, so as you see, I'm taking my third squat attempt here, which is actually my second squat attempt because I had to take my first squat attempt 2 times because of that equipment malfunction. I was actually just talking to Benjamin about this, but it kind of seems like I did all 3 of my attempts in under 10 minutes because I had my first attempt, and then since I got to redo my first attempt, they put me at the end of the first flight, which was I was in the middle of to begin with. So then after that, I redid my attempt, which I think was second of the second round, like the second attempts. So I did that maybe like 2 minutes after, and then again after that I only had 3 minutes or so to do my third attempt, which was actually my second attempt. So squats didn't really go to as planned, and that's why that last one was such a crazy grinder. Going on to bench, I didn't hit an all-time lifetime PR, but I definitely hit a meet PR. It was like 7.5 kgs, but also I think it was a form PR over the last few months. I realized that one of the things I needed to work on was keeping my head down and widening my grip a bit just to increase my leverages while benching, and that's something that I'm really proud of this meet. I was able to really accomplish both of those things, as you'll see here. And other than that, I had a pretty positive meet experience. I went 8 for 8, minus that first attempt. I actually didn't take my 4th attempt on squats just because I was so tired, and obviously as you saw in that 172.5 there was actually nothing left for me to do. Beyond that, I actually set the deadlift and total record for my age and weight class and division for the CPF. There was no one who actually held the title before me, but someone's got to break the record. So that someone is me, and then maybe I guess in 6 months or so when we compete again, I might break my own record again. Other than that, it was just a really good day. It was a lot of fun to compete with my brother again. It was a lot of fun. My friends and girlfriend came to visit and watch us compete. One of my friends also actually competed, and he broke the teen national bench champion record, the bench only record, which was really cool to see. And yeah, other than that, it was just a really good experience. It was our third meet. I think both of us definitely weren't nearly as nervous as we were the meet before that. And moving forward to our next meet, I guarantee you we're not going to feel nearly as nervous as we did this time, if we even did feel that nervous. Other than that, moving forward, we're probably not going to compete again for, how long do you think, Benjamin?
Probably until November. Probably November would be the perfect date, because December's pretty dry up here in Canada in terms of what meets are available, and anything else is a little bit too soon once you figure in deloading training blocks, then a prep block, and then like a competition block. So we want to spend as much time building muscle, not in and out of competition cycles, because we're not actually doing too much at that point. You know, it's nice to do, but we need to spend a lot of time building ourselves up so we can go and hit some big PRs next time around.
Yeah. Other than that, for the next few weeks, we're just going to be kind of chilling, doing a lot more accessory work instead of so much compound focus work. And then I guess ease up slowly on the intensity into higher 70, 75, 80% range. And then maybe think about starting to get back on Shaco, just the volume block for a while. I guess thanks a lot for following along for this peaking cycle. It was a lot of fun to kind of document it. I know it's going to be a lot of fun to look back in time and see how this all went and how we all felt during the peak.
Guys, we really appreciate you taking the time. Like, comment, and hopefully subscribe to the channel. I know next weekend we potentially might have a meal prep video or a snack video for you guys. It's been a little while since we've done one. We've been busy with the prep, obviously, so we haven't had too much time. But we are going to be taking care of you guys, and we also need to get huge in the same process. So check us out, and we'll be back with some great content. Thanks, guys.